Dear Lord, thank you for giving me the strength and the conviction to complete the task you entrusted to me. Thank you for guiding me straight and true through the many obstacles in my path. And for keeping me resolute when all around seemed lost. Thank you for your protection and for your many signs along the way. Thank you for any good that I may have done. I'm so sorry about the bad. Thank you for the friend I made. Please watch over her as you've watched over me. Thank you for finally allowing me to rest. I'm so very tired, but I go now to my rest at peace, knowing that I have done right with my time on this earth. I fought the good fight. I finished the race. I kept the faith.
Where will you go?
Home.
Hope House.
Doing there, Mr. Hall? Doing good. You got any felonies going on? Knock them down, Big Daddy. Beat my county on down. Drop some more felonies. You take it easy, buddy. Good to see you. Blount County, Alabama. JBrooks. DHR.com. I'm jumping in right here, right off the bat. This lady coming up, you need to watch. If you don't watch nothing else in this video, you need to watch this. This is what's going on in our county. Trafficking kids, raping kids out of our family for money. Been doing it for years. Her name's Nancy Schaefer. She's a Georgia senator for years. She started exposing CPS, DHR, same damn thing. She started exposing them. She was doing a documentary video on what she had found. And she lost her life 2 weeks before it was published. Well, the camera guy that followed her around for 2 years, he said that she just couldn't let it go. So she just couldn't let it go. She done got with them families and seen what they were doing. This woman was in her 70s. Keep that in your mind, right? She was in her 70s and she went after these people like this. She lost her Senate seat over it before she died. They went after her. Just watch the video. One of the things that pissed this lady off the most was they had a piss testing facility built into the damn child court system in the district that she ran. Keep that in your mind, okay? Sound familiar? Hope House? You know the Hope House down there, right? Let's call it the corrupt house. The place makes me sick. They've helped rape kids from this family, or from this county. They've assisted judges, DHR. They just have. You fixing to see. Now I just want to make that a point. That's one of the things that pissed this lady off. It was one of her biggest piss-offs right there. Because she probably heard all these people coming in there telling them that they were passing and then failing and passing and raped my kids and destroyed my life. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of this trash that I see working down here in our county. That's family trash. Judge Burns is a piece of trash. I want to see her in prison. I sure do. Libby Nash too. I don't think nobody's going to lock old Libby up. Her medical bills would exceed the principle of locking her ass up. I don't know what. Libby's your ringleader. Libby Nash, Elizabeth Nash is your ringleader to all this. She's been down there for years. Years. Now I'm just throwing it out here now. I want you to know what you're up against with these people. This ain't just happening here. It's happening in other small towns across the United States. And I found this lady here. She ain't hard to find. Just pull it up yourself. Let's get on with it. In the end, we'll go over everything that's happened in the last video. Sneed. Oh yeah, sweet Sneed. Pale City. Yeah, good old Pale City. Heard he throwed that case off to the district attorney of St. Clair County. Oh, hell yeah. I done been up there. It don't even matter. We'll catch up at the end. Watch this lady here. Pretty important stuff.
Well, my name is Nancy Schaefer, and I'm from the state of Georgia in the United States. And thank you for your gracious invitation to join you tonight. And thanks to all of you who have made this incredible World Congress of Families number 5 in Amsterdam possible. It's a privilege for me to join you tonight and to be with you in some pro-family policy here. I will share with you on the unlimited power of Child Protective Services. I served in the Georgia State Senate, and after 4 years of viewing the ruthless and unsparing actions of Child Protective Services, also called CPS, which I will use tonight, I wrote a scathing report entitled "The Corrupt Business of Child Protective Services." Thank you. The report cost me my Senate seat. Here's some copies of the report, if you'd like to get one. However, there are causes worth losing over, and this is one. I'm going to talk about some of the problems and then some realistic, maybe, solutions for families and children, and maybe look to some steps that we can take. This is not to say that there are not those children in wretched situations who need to be removed. There are, and we all agree. But tonight, I'm talking about those children removed from their homes intentionally for profit. Children are seized unnecessarily from their families due to the federal aid created in 1974 entitled the Adoption and Safe Families Act. It offers financial incentives to the states that increase adoption numbers. To receive the adoption incentives or bonuses, local CPS must have more children. They must have more merchandise to sell. Funding is available when a child is placed in a foster home with strangers or placed in a mental health facility and medicated, usually against the parents' wishes. Parents are victimized by the system that makes a profit for holding children longer and bonuses for not returning children to their parents. This is abuse of power. It is lack of accountability, and it is a growing criminal political phenomenon spreading around the globe. Oftentimes, but not always, poor parents are targeted to lose their children because they do not have the wherewithal to hire an attorney or fight the system. Being poor and lacking proper housing does not mean your children should be removed. CPS has redefined poor to mean psychologically inferior. Therefore, it is in the best interest of the child to be removed. Best interest, of course, has also been redefined at the child's expense. It has been reported over and over that 6 times as many children die in foster care than in the general public. Once a child is legally kidnapped and placed in official safety, the child is far more likely to suffer abuse, including sexual molestation and/or rape. Case workers and social workers are often guilty of fraud. They withhold and destroy evidence, and they seek wrongly to terminate parental rights while being protected by state immunity. There is a huge bureaucracy made up of judges, court-appointed attorneys, guardian ad litems, social workers, state employees, court investigators, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, foster parents, adoptive parents, and on, who are looking to the children in state care for their job security. Judges have control over private living arrangements and income of 48.3 million Americans. The United States Census Bureau reported in 2002 that 40 billion in transfer payments were made between households of custody parents and other parents. That money, 40 billion, is under the direction and control of family court judges in environments covered with confidentiality laws that protect the wrong people. Fathers are victims of this unjust system. Child support payments, even without having visits with their children, are choking the very life out of fathers. 3 fathers, of whom I am aware and have been in touch with, committed suicide in the last 12 months because they lost the opportunity to even visit with their children. These are crimes against humanity for financial gain. Rights are removed from parents, human rights, civil rights, and even religious rights. One illustration of what took place in my district is that after so many calls, I decided to call a meeting in one of the counties of my own district. I personally called 37 families that had been in touch with me who had all lost their children, grandchildren. I had them meet me in the library one Saturday morning. We started at 9 o'clock and we ended at 9 o'clock. We had 50 families standing outside the door that could not get in. We didn't have time to talk with them. There was incredible anguish and profound suffering from these families. Some children had been taken off the school bus, taken out of the hospitals, or taken out of their homes in the middle of the night, and even worse. It was just an incredible ordeal. These parents, trapped in the system, become like refugees. They're dazed and glazed and have no one of whom to turn. They do not know what to do, and the loss of their children is devastating. After having worked in this arena for several years, I do not believe that a single child comes out whole after having been in this system. Many foster children make up the homeless population of today. I introduced legislation, Senate Bill 415, in my last session. A substitute bill was written at the last minute by the chairman of the Judicial Committee. All the strong points of my bill had been compromised. I was told, accept it, Senator. At least you will get some legislation passed. And I answered with, obviously, you do not know me. I did not come to the Capitol to get legislation passed. I came to make a difference. What can be done? An independent audit should be called on every state of all Child Protective Services departments. I am in touch with congressmen and state officials, and the door may be possibly opening very slowly. A federal congressional hearing is needed. But let me add, due to the hundreds upon hundreds of cases that I've been called to consider, I placed calls to state senators, representatives in their respective states across the country, asking them to help me with certain families. And I was told, if I help that family, or if I help you, I will lose my job. Remove, abolish the federal and state financial incentives, and those are taxpayer dollars. Those dollars have turned CPS into a business that takes children and separates families for money. Open family court. Remove the confidentiality laws. Give parents their rights verbally and in writing. I even feel that to terminate the rights of parents, the case should be heard before a jury. Family rights and parents' rights must be protected. We do not need more influence like the UN's Convention on the Rights of the Child. It's anti-parent, anti-child, and anti-common sense for the family. There has to be perseverance for any great reform. And great reform is needed in this area. As Charles Spurgeon put it, how do you tame a lion that is well fed? First, he must be brought down. Second, his stomach must be lowered. How do you tame Child Protective Services? It may be only by closing it completely and starting over at the beginning with pro-family values. In closing, let me remind you that there is case law from state appellate and federal district courts and up to the United States Supreme Court, all of which affirm the constitutionality of the rights of parents to actually be parents to their children. There's biblical law too. It goes like this: speak up for those who can't speak for themselves, and for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy. Thank you.
Hope House. I do. You Miss Janice? Janice Green?
Yes, this is Janet.
Hey, Janice. Hey, can I get a public records request form, please?
A public record? What are you talking about?
Like a public records request. Do y'all do drug testing for the court over here? Okay, good. Yes, ma'am. Public records request, please.
We don't have any of those forms. Are you videoing?
Sure am.
Okay, it's posted that the cell phones are not to be
Yeah,
used
okay.
in the building.
Is that policy or law?
That's our policy.
Okay, good. Well, y'all don't be doing it then.
I'm sorry?
Then y'all don't be doing it then. It's y'all's policy, not mine. It's law. I can come in here.
You are in our building.
No,
So
no, you're in my building, sir. I need a copy on y'all's policy of your drug testing. Do y'all give copies to DHR? People that are having to deal with DHR, are y'all giving copies of them? Because I didn't get one.
If an individual.
You don't know what I'm talking about, ma'am?
Okay. If an
Hang on, I'm talking. Who runs this? Because I heard Miss Janice does. You know what I mean?
I'm
Do you
trying
give
to
copies?
I'm trying to answer your question.
Okay, but I was talking to Miss Green, sir. I'm trying
legitimately-
to be nice about it, but if she wants to laugh and don't know what a public records request form is, that's a problem. We have a right to know what's going on here. What's your policy on giving them DHR?
If DHR pays for the test, then they receive the results directly from us.
Yeah,
If
but
an
you know how many
individual-
times I have heard that y'all are giving, that Libby
Yeah.
Nash, the Judge Nash, will take these back. She did it to me, Kevin. I've heard of you, Mr. Kevin. You remember you watched me come over here and piss a few times, sir. And they said I was clean, right? Then I go test at another, and then I come in here and Libby Nash says I was not. But I went the same day and got tested at a federal testing facility, and they said that they've been getting a lot of people coming from over here to over there, and they didn't understand why people wouldn't get a copy of their drug test, sir.
If an individual pays out of pocket, they are able to get the test results, no question. Because we
Okay,
provide
but
the service-
ain't some of these people like myself? Wasn't some of these people paying out of pocket? Wasn't they paying for it themselves to just going through DHR, sir?
If the individual pays out of pocket, we give them a copy of their test that they requested, yes.
Even if it's through DHR.
Even if it's through.
Well, y'all did not do me. You didn't give me a copy. But I was told I was passing, right? I mean, I was told I was by these caseworkers.
Did you pay for it out of pocket?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Look at these two ladies here. You got Beverly Hazelrig on the left, And you got Janet Green on the right. Green, you know, Rodney Green, head of Board of Education. Then you got Chris Green, probate judge. You know, nut job. Yeah. Then you got Frank Green strapped across the top of the damn DHR building down there. Frank Green. You gonna tell me these people ain't kin? Then you got Miss Hazelrig there. Wasn't one of our older head of Board of Educations, Hazelrig? I do believe so. Going off memory here. I've heard tales of these two right here, some of that Sneed type shenanigans going on up there. Damn women. Sickening. Just tales I've heard. I can't tell you the times that people have told me. It's up there. 20, 30 maybe. People that's contacted me talking about their drug tests is when they get to court, they come up positive on their drug test. They did it to me. I couldn't believe it. I went the day of court and took a federally test out of a licensed facility. This shithole ain't licensed. They're not federally licensed, what I heard. If they're not going to come off the public records, I can speculate across the board. And that's what I'm going to do. I have that right. I'm sick of this. Yeah, I tested positive for pot. Nita Williams right here, one of these recliners right here. Still got the recliner, Nita. So she was hog heaven sitting up in there asking me if I smoke pot. I said, I smoke a joint every now and then. So what, you ain't never smoked a joint, Anita? I've heard tales of this woman right here. She parties like a rock star. That's what I heard. She's kin of the Chrissy Blackman, shot in the back Denise Blackman. And I'm being nice. I'm being very nice when it comes to shot in the back. Got Alicia Talbert Blackman. She signed my paperwork. Kin to these people, sisters. They might be some steppage up in there, but they're sisters. They're kin. But I want it known. Yeah, I tested positive for pot, and you raped that little girl and my family for me. Here I am 4 years later. Woo!
So in that
But I
case-
did, when I went to the federal testing facility over there, I paid for it out of pocket.
Okay. But what I'm saying is when DHR submits a purchase order to pay for the test,
Well, let's see the policy on that, Mr. Kevin. That's all I need, man. Give me the policy on that.
this conversation is over.
I need a public records request, Mr. Kevin, or we're going to have a problem. Because y'all should be able to provide a public records request form on your policies of these drug testing, sir. I'm hearing over and over of this happening down here. And I don't know if it's on this end or if it's over on their end. I'm going to say their end but it's being done nonetheless. You see what I'm saying?
There ain't no mistaking it now. They're all in it together. And then when that was taken, I wasn't for sure if it was just DHR doing it. But you'll see here in a minute, they're all judges. They're even tied up into that shenanigans. I had the phone call to Chrissy Blackman, caseworker that said I was passing. I have that phone call to her saying I'll pay for any and every drug test. I want copies. They would not come off of them. She would not. No news is good news, right, Chrissy? How's old Donna Austin Southern? How's that trash bag doing down there? Y'all see that working down there, right? How y'all doing?
And that's not right. These people should be getting copies of their drug tests. I mean, come on, Kevin. How long y'all been doing that?
That has been the policy since before I was employed here.
What year was that, Mr. Kevin? Just
I've been employed here, I can't remember the exact date, but I've been here approximately 3 to 4 years. So the
okay.
general manager that was here before me put that policy in place because we provide the service to DHR in that case.
All right. Well, Miss Green, is she not the head honcho over this? I mean, she's not.
No.
Okay. Well, darn. I sure keep hearing her name come through.
Because she has been employed in this department the longest, yes.
Okay, but for her to laugh like there shouldn't be no public records request form, we have a right to see your policy, Mr. Kevin. If y'all are not giving people copies of their drug testing, and then people are contacting me saying, man, they're pulling the same thing on me. Somebody out of the DHR is the one that warned me about you guys. That's why, day of court, I went and took a drug test over at the federal testing facility. And I was clean. Come right back to court now, Kevin. And Libby Nash lays it out there and says, no, I wasn't clean. Before I ever showed her mine, sir. Then I broke out mine. Where I went that morning. Now, she's telling me I've done been told I'm clean. Now I'm dirty again day of court. You see where I'm going, Mr. Kevin? Y'all helped them take my kids the way I'm looking at that, sir. Because you didn't give me a copy of mine, and I did request it. How about now? You want to give me a copy of them now?
I don't remember the day in question.
I know, but I got my name and all, sir. You want to give me a copy of them now? Let me see.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Jason Brooks.
Okay. And what was the date in question?
June 2016.
2016. So, all right. So we will give you copies of those.
I appreciate that. That's nice of you. Thank you. Because I had the other one. I had the paperwork where she did all this. Then she said the judge wouldn't accept it in court. And I said, well, we're fixing to see. And the judge did accept the one I went and took that morning, but y'all also showing I was dirty. It says Libby Nash. I don't believe it. I know it wasn't dirty.
Jason Brooks in 2016, you said.
I think so.
And you were testing for DHR at the time.
Mm-hmm. That's the only time I've ever been down here.
Just making sure that we have. Can you verify the last four of your social for us?
2331.
2331.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Give me just a second.
Take your time, Kevin. Thank you.
Next individual, and I'll run that report off.
Hey, I'm gonna step outside for a minute. I stuck that camera over there just to see if they call law on me. See how many comes in. This is illegal as shit, and I'm gonna prove it.
I'm Bud Jones, I'm the director here.
Are you? How you doing, Mr. Jones?
I'm fine. This is information you're looking for?
As long as it's my drug test.
That's what it is.
Nobody gave me
That's-
copies of it.
That's all of them.
And you're who, sir?
Bud Jones.
Mr. Jones? Good to meet you, Mr. Jones. I shake your hand. Coronavirus.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, what's the policy on, I'm having a problem with people contacting me with this. They're not getting copies of their drug tests, and then things are changing when they get in court.
If DHR pays for it, they go to DHR.
I hear that, but you hear what I'm saying, right? You're the director. I'm telling you that
Yeah.
it happened to me.
Well, then DHR is responsible.
I get it, but you're built into a court system, child court system, right? You're built into it, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're doing it exactly like the judge says for us to do it.
Judge Burns?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just documenting. That's
Yeah.
Judge Burns.
Oh, did he just say Judge Burns gave them orders? He's just to throw all the judges. Yes, I ain't got to say nothing here, right? You got judges controlling a drug testing facility on who gets copies and who don't. They ain't got better shit to do than be involved in that. Why are they controlling the copies so much? Why are they wanting to? Come on, we're not stupid. You ain't got copies to dispute, then you don't go take your own and fight them in court. Libby said that Burns wouldn't take mine. I was like, we're fixing to find out. This is sickening. This is your director over this shithole down there, Bud Jones. Think he's kin to old Jerry Jones? Y'all elected him as mayor again over in Cleveland? That's sad. Measly voting going on over there. Bet you $100 he's kin to old Jerry. This guy right here he's a waste of oxygen, if you ask me. That's why I didn't sit there and drill him. He's probably napping somewhere when I just rolled up in there. I probably woke him from his nap. Listen at him, he don't give a shit what's going on in our county. He don't care. He's helping just by being there, being who he is. He's nobody you want to look up to.
Okay.
Well, now we do for all the judges.
Right, but that don't, just because that judge, it don't give you special privileges to not give people copies of their drug tests, sir. Especially when it's repeatedly coming to me that things are changing when they get in their court. They're passing.
Well, the judge.
But you're the director, right, Mr. Jones? I'm giving you headway that this is happening.
Well, it may be, but we're doing it exactly like the judge says. That's what we have to do.
But the judge don't have rights over what y'all can't break federal and state law.
We ain't breaking no law.
Sure you are. If you're not giving people copies of their drug tests, then they're showing up positive when they get into court,
the
sir.
people that pays for it gets it.
That's crazy, Mr. Jones.
Well, it may be, but that's the way it's
All right,
set
well, I
up.
just want to let it be known that is ridiculous,
Well,
sir.
that's
It's
fine.
repeatedly. I'm giving you a heads up, and instead of just going, "Hey, I'll check into it, Mr. Jake," you're gonna
look,
defend the judge. You have no.
If you don't like what we do, go somewhere else and be drug tested.
I did, sir. I did. The same day I was in court, and Libby Nash said I was dirty, sir, and I walked right in with the one that I come from, a federal testing facility over there that said he'd been getting a lot of the same people coming from over here, going over there to take their drug test.
Well, if I was you, I'd continue to go over there.
Well, I ain't even, sir, do you not see the dates on this, Mr. Jones? Yeah, you
Yeah, you ain't breaking no laws if you ain't federally licensed, are you, bud? Public records, give them to me. Y'all ain't federally licensed. I had somebody email me tell me these technicians ain't even licensed. I don't, they're all family. They just do what the hell they want to do. You think Bud gives a rat's ass? I'm fighting for my family. These corrupt ass judges, DHR workers, magistrates. Think Bud cares? Bud don't care about nobody but Bud. Did you hear him? Maybe you should just keep going over there, you scumbag.
you have no concern about what's going on in this county, and you just proved it. Thank you. Have a good day. Good old Mr. Jones. Wonder if he's killing the mayor over there in Cleveland. Jones. I'm fishing to clip it. Pick up this one. DHR building. Down here doing something I feel like our commissioners should have done, had something to do with. What's this right here? Look at this light bar on that car. Was it a new DHR light bar? Oh, all this stuff we got here. You doing those, huh?
What can I do for you?
Public records request form.
I guess you need to go to that window out there.
Thank you, buddy. Hi, public records request form, please.
Now, well, our records are sealed. Is your case closed?
I'm not pulling nothing on my case. I'm pulling something totally. It's not on my case. It's something else I'm pulling. Do you have a public records request form?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But you're trying to get records on someone else?
Something else on the building. I just need a public records request form. That's.
For what kind of records?
I don't have to tell you that. You should have a public records request form, ma'am. I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's state law, ma'am. You're a state agency, right? Ain't you DHR, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Good. There's a camera right there, camera right there. Cameras all over this shack. Who is it? I'm sorry, I can't hear you behind that glass.
Laura Brakefield?
Sounds like a fake name.
Hi.
How you doing?
What you need, sir?
A public records request form.
Okay, all right, let me get one so we have one.
Here's a fake name. How you doing today, young man?
Pretty good.
Making it?
Yes, sir.
You down here, and it's not being too good.
Making it day to day.
All right. That's all we got, ain't it? And what'd you say her name was again, ma'am? Laura Mayfield?
Laura
What was that last name, though? That was the one.
Breakville.
B? Is it a B?
Yes. Breakville.
Okay. That is not Laura.
Fake names. That's Donna Austin Southern right there, the one with the rap sheet down there a mile long. You remember Dirty Donna? That's crazy. She's sitting there, she can't even pronounce the fake name right. See what I mean? You don't even know who you're fooling with. These people up in your home running fake names. You don't even know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with drugged out trash up in your homes. This is happening everywhere. Sickening. Sad. How many families have they raped from this county? From 2010. Let's go to 2010 when Judge Burns stepped right up into the damn district court judge seat down there, and the DHR judge at the child family court system. It's sickening, and it's corrupt as shit, and that's just the way it is.
Domestic violence. Is that hole right there? That's a little hole. How you doing, Mr. Hole?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Told y'all. Fell in the head. Back there printing up a public records request form. It's the front. There's a discrimination complaint form. There's one in Spanish. We take fraud seriously.
records that you want, you know, all of our records are sealed, you know, due to the confidentiality. If there's anything you need, you can go to the courthouse and file papers there and file for a subpoena, and a judge has to sign off on them. Because our cases are all confidential and sealed.
I'm not trying to pull nothing on cases. It's all on your workers, all your DHR caseworkers. I need their married, maiden names.
Well, sir, everything that we have.
It's obviously y'all just gave me a fake, false name on that lady that just walked out here. That is not.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. How do you think, you know what state and federal law is, right? Judge Libby and Burns ain't gonna be able to, they're just, you know what I mean?
Well,
I need
sir,
a copy of,
that's all that we can do to help you now.
but we can't have, 3 or 4 kin folks working together down here, you know what I mean, on the same cases. And ain't nobody, my commissioners ain't seem to get out here and do no records requests, so I am. So you're denying me a public records request?
Yes, sir. We don't have one here. All of our records are sealed due to the confidentiality nature.
Yeah,
so
but,
anything for you to get, you have to go to the courthouse to do that.
I've
We
done
don't
been to the
have any.
courthouse. John Buller said he has nothing to do with this DHR building. You
Okay.
talking about going down there and getting a subpoena and then coming back over here and jumping the hoops for that? Is that what
But you have to go get your subpoenas and let a judge
is
sign.
Catherine Denard,
That's all
is
that I-
Catherine
that's all
Denard
the
around
information
here?
I have, sir.
Where's Catherine Denard at?
That's all that information that I have.
Okay, do you feel that's right? You
Sir,
feel
I
that's
don't-
right? We got all these kin folk working down here? I'm trying to put you on the spot, man. You should have that ready, especially after everything that's gone down here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right?
Okay. Well, have a good day, sir.
You too. Appreciate no help. Take it easy, young man. Good luck to you, all right?
Yes, sir.
You have a good evening there, sir. Is that your car right there with the light bar on top? I like it. Let's check it out when I come in. You have a good evening. That's a pretty cool light bar. Look, he's got another one on the inside. Oh, that's the brother to it. All right. Shack hole. Let's go look at his name down here. Dang, you got another right there. Holy shit. Smell oil coming off that car. Look at there. Green. Recognize that car. How you doing today, Mr. Hoyle?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing good. You got any felonies going on?
Not today.
We'll knock them down, Big Daddy. Beat my county on down. Drop some more felonies.
Take care, Jim.
You take it easy, buddy. Good to see you. Alright, we're right here at the end. I was going to bounce off the last couple of videos, but I feel like this is more important here. I've known about this for a few days now. Come out last week, one of our commissioners down there, old Dean Calvert, said a racial slur. He said the N-word one time in a recorded phone call with a Warrior police officer. It's pretty trashy. So if you don't like deep down trashy stuff, your religion might not allow it. You might want to just veer on off here because it gets pretty raunch. I'm just going to dance around on it here a little bit. If you go to, I'll put the link in the description. It's a Facebook page called The Blount Truth. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it's called? Yeah. You know, go over and read some of that. That guy was going after all them commissioners. This is a commissioner you're just listening to. He's going to be talking about one of our commissioners, Nick Washburn. It gets raunch. And I'm just going to rough cut it here. If you want to go watch it, the links will be in the description of all this. You just
it's pretty easy to get to. It just come out last week. Let's get on with it.
Good evening, Blount County. I'm Dean Calvert, District 3 Commissioner. Last week, Blount County published an article accusing me of using a racial insult from a private recorded conversation from almost a year ago. In today's society, the right is considered wrong, and the wrong are right. Not knowing for sure if the person in question is me. The leadership of our county.
Oh, if it ain't him, why is he attempting an apology?
Myself have decided that an action must be taken.
Oh, him and the rest of the crew decided. No, let's don't think so. Hey, look at the family portrait there. Ain't that beautiful family? Where's the Holy Bible at right here? Where's that at, Mr. Dane?
Well, there is no accuser to come forward, just allegations. From an unknown source, this type of allegation and the people behind them have threatened my family in many different aspects. Well, there is no excuse for any type of language in a private or public conversation. I want to take an opportunity to apologize to anyone that I may have offended now or in the past. That has never been my intentions. We as a county have done great things together. For 1 cent sales tax, I paved many roads.
Wow, he's going off, he's shooting off his own accomplishments now up there. I don't know, Dean. The racial slur is pretty rough, but, you know, the whole, all that other stuff's raunch. I figured I'd play this apology first.
Accountability system we have placed within our road system. The funding system that's set up for our bridges. The Freedom Bridge to recognize our veterans. And so many more great plans to come for our county.
But yet you shot it all up a hog's ass with your filthy mouth. I don't even know why you'd have been talking to that raunchy ass warrior cop. I don't like him. He set your ass up, you know that, don't you? I'm sure you do now.
That being said, I would never knowingly say or do anything.
Uh-oh, I hear a little gurgle in him. Hey, easy, Deanie.
That would harm or disgrace our county.
Alright, y'all better see what, you won't do none of that, huh?
Blount County is my home and a great place to raise my family. Please share this message in social media to get it out to the people of our county. Thank you.
It's a good religious man right there, everybody. Good religious fella. Alright, I'm gonna play some of the video now. Remember what I said about raunch. Might want to veer off right now. These boys get filthy. These are good Christian folks you're dealing with here. Last warning. Here we go. I'm just gonna bump around. It's a 30-minute video. I'm just gonna hit this one spot. That'll give you an idea of what you got working down there. This is 2 commissioners. They're talking about one commissioner, and this is the other commissioner that just apologized. Let's get on with it.
Hey there, I'm telling you, it's already gone. As soon as I got back, I handled all that. Yeah. It's not even at my house.
He's talking about hiding something. It's kind of evidence. Not even at his house, he said. This is a cop now for Warrior. Real sweet guy here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't either, man.
I'm telling you, man, I ain't never in my life seen anything like it.
That blows my mind.
I'm telling you right now, man, you about the only one I trust. You and Petey.
Don't
He's blowing smoke right up your ass. He's covering his ass right now with this video. There's no reason for that camera to be on. It's a car dash camera. They don't come on unless the lights are initiated. He's recording this for a reason, Dean.
Tell me no shit.
Oh, trust me, I'm not gonna put. It was a damn lesson learned to me not to put that on somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've learned too, Megan. You ain't the only one.
I would never. And again, if I had to do over again, I would have never said a word to anybody. I would have just went and handled business.
His business was, they was on a trip down in, I think Orange Beach or somewhere. If you go to the Blount Truth over there, they got it all laid out there. You know, it is what it is. If you listen to this call right here, it's hard to believe that old Nick, you know, ain't involved. He didn't get himself caught up evidently. But this cop was down there with his wife and an infant baby. She went down there with him, from what I read and gathered. Close enough. And him and our commissioners was out partying. And he borrowed their hotel room to take another lady back to their hotel room. I asked, was his wife and newborn in that same hotel room? I don't know. It don't matter. This guy's, he's a piece of trash. I mean, he's just trash. He's whining because he got caught up. You know, he ain't regretting none of it. This is how this video supposedly surfaced. Was it got admitted into divorce proceedings. I don't buy that. It did get used in court, but it's regardless. Just take it for what it is.
But you know, looking back on it, he picked me about that 2 days before asking me questions, and I knew when we got down there I couldn't cover that up.
Right. Shit, man, I ain't sure he wasn't sitting in that truck telling her everything.
Like you said, why'd he go back both them nights?
Yep.
And then after we all left, he stayed down there till 3 o'clock in the morning at the bar by himself.
Yeah, he goes from not partying to partying. What the fuck?
By himself?
Yeah. Yeah. I knew something was up, man, when he left. I ain't like him.
His wife's so stupid she would never believe anything, you know?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I bet his wife would like to get her hands on your ass, you little punk. You little piece of shit, punk. That's all you are, you little thug.
She knows. I told you what she's got.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, there ain't nothing there.
Love it, Dane, love it.
He literally is nothing but a body that exists, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Man, this guy right here makes me want to vomit. Sickening. You ever heard of karma, young man? I think it's what you're experiencing.
Bless her heart.
I know.
Bless her heart. Oh.
I know. But she thinks she's like Nick. She thinks she's smarter than everybody else.
Yeah, she does.
Nick Washburn. That's her other commissioner they're talking about there.
Yeah. Yep. And Nick likes fucking her because she likes it.
Yep.
Man, y'all are some sickos. Jesus Christ.
Yep. I'm telling you.
And both of them, like you said, were doing threesome. They wasn't bothered.
Man, I'm telling you, I've done them, but I would never do it with my girlfriend or wife. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell. You got some morals there, scumbag? I don't think so. You're just a scumbag working for the Warrior Police Department. I'd fire your ass if I seen this video. If I was the chief of police down there, you'd be fired, boy.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't fucking do that. And if you do, you never get over it. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, you don't never forget it.
No, they will never forget that shit. They will never forget that shit.
That's why you can't do it. Like you said, a woman can't do it. And they're emotionally tied
Uh-huh. You're right.
I don't even like the way this guy talks. Dean, I don't know. You shouldn't be no marriage counselor, that's for sure, buddy.
I'm telling you, man, I've never in my life seen somebody like Nick turn like that.
And going after Nick, right? I don't know. They're saying Nick's, I don't know, maybe hitting on his old lady or whatever. I don't understand why scumbag here. I guess he looked cool down there, getting him another shot of leg, using the commissioner's hotel room down there. Why would he even say anything about it? If he's gonna do it, number one, especially with your wife and kid down there. Just screams trash.
Well, something turned him. I can tell you the only thing turns a man's pussy.
Damn. Listen at him. Only thing that turned a man's a shot of the leg.
You turn him and just walk away from something.
He's got it on his mind, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I agree with you. I usually wouldn't agree with you on that, but I definitely have to agree with this.
Alright, let's just move on. Dean says the racial slur, I think about 2 or 3 minutes out. You gotta look at the video and you don't want to watch the whole 30 minutes. It's pretty hard not to listen to it. These boys are raunch. But I did dig up some body cam footage from the Warrior Police Department of this boy here. He was doing some routine traffic stops, speeders and stuff out on the highway. I'm gonna dump that in there right quick.
You're going to if you like.
Get over
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go back to right here where he made the apology. It says, the Blount County Commissioner Dean Calvert said he would never knowingly say or do anything to harm my county. But he also questioned whether it was actually him on the recording, which he said was from an unknown source. Yeah, I don't know, Deanie. APR was sent a copy of the recording, which runs approximately 30 minutes and is a phone conversation between an officer and apparently Calvert, who is referred to by his first name numerous times. The conversation was recorded on the officer's dash cam and was submitted as evidence in a divorce case in 2019. Dean said the officer said he had convinced his wife to rent instead of own. Dean said, yeah, that N word is just throwing them houses together. He said the N word one time. That's pretty rough. I mean, you don't expect to hear that out of your commissioners. All that other stuff's raunchier than the Blount County, as the Birmingham Water Works Board was threatening to pull a lucrative contract with the Blount County Sheriff's Department over the incident. Ron Mims, chairman of the BWWB, told the Blount County's newspaper that he had listened to the recording and found extremely troubled by it. Mims said it left him and others wondering what is in the hearts of others in the Blount County. You don't mind them raping kids and taking a big dump on the folks in Blount County, I guess, you know, truck on. You can read all that if you want. I want to get down here to a key point. The loss of that contract and the impact it would have on our department will be devastating, said Blount County Sheriff Mark Moon. For my guys, it's extra money that they depend on. I am deeply appalled by what is said in that recording and deeply disturbed by the way it flowed so easily in the conversation. Racism in any form or fashion is not acceptable and should not be tolerated. Well, you know, Mark, I know your standards are way above Mr. Dean's down there. What you think the BWWB would think about all them lawsuits against the Blount County Sheriff's Department down there? I don't know. That's a lot of lawsuits y'all got down there. How about old Head Smasher? Did you ever fire him or do anything with him? Did you give him a raise? You know, what about Tony Dodd? about any of them damn corrupt ass officers down there I throwed out. Did you do anything with them, Mark? I don't think so. Y'all can go read this all you want. I wanted to key in on old Marks. You know, he's appalled. Either which way. Look here. Judge King sues Dean Calvert down there. Go check that out. King versus Calvert. It'll pull it right up. Filing states said meaning defendant Calvert made several false reputations about plaintiff King. Defendant Calvert said the following. Steve King tried to use his office of circuit judge for personal gain by making demands upon a private citizen to comply with a property ordinance. Plaintiff Steve King made demands for up to 14 deputies to protect the courthouse. As a result, districts in Blount County remain unmanned by sheriff's deputies. Plaintiff King will not do his job as circuit judge of Blount County, and as a result, there's a backlog in the court system. That's a fact. They're dragging them through drug court down there, housing them up in them jails down there, and they can't pay their fines. Their shit's just building. Y'all can read all this all you want. I've heard some of this stuff that Judge King did. I just heard about it. It was a pretty good resource. Just read it for yourself. Judge King's using his office of power right now against the man with a $10 million lawsuit against him. Judge King, Judge Burns, both should have recused themselves from that case a long time ago. They damn sure removed themselves from Donnie Hicks' case, both of them, right off the bat. Then 3 other judges come up in there. Yeah, that'll be coming out before long. Mr. Hicks ain't too smart of a man. Gave him a chance just to, you know, I gave him an out. He don't, Mr. Hicks don't take outs. I'm just saying, Dale has a $10 million lawsuit against him. I've heard, seen that sheriff's department's involved in what they're doing down there. It's raunch. It's just pure raunch. Wait till it happens to you and you're tied up in it down there, and then you could be watching Dale's videos and mine and everybody else that's going after. Everybody's just seems like getting sick of this. The whole family thing just really ain't played out too good, has it? Either which way. All this you can go read yourself. It's all good reads. And we'll go from there. Alright. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Everybody I see, you know, coming after these folks in Blount County, it's nice to see. It's nice to see. This is just what it is. It's trash. They've been getting away with this for so long. I mean, they just don't care. It's just going to be what it's going to be, folks. Blount County. And everybody else is watching. Bibb, Etowah, St. Clair. I can keep going. There's a lot of people watching in on this. I'm hoping it's helping a lot of people in the long run. These people are scumbags. Stealing kids out of this county for money. I see it. I see what the sheriff's department's doing. We'll get on with that. I'm JBrooks, FightDHR.com. Hope you enjoy the video.